friends, and welcome to the May BooksandLala Buzzword Reading Challenge. If you are new here, we are on month 5 of this. We've got the 4 other videos for January, February, March, and April already done, and this year I've made it a goal of mine to partake in both the title challenge, like the buzzword challenge, as well as the cover challenge. And May was kind of tricky. For one of them, I literally had one option, and for the other one, I did not have many. I'm not positive. I think I have like one other option, but it was rough trying to find them. And both of these books are on my TBR because I wanted to read them, obviously. Well, one of them was gifted to me, and I was told I'm reading it. And the other one, I honestly put on my wish list because I just liked the cover. So, and it's funny because that's the one that is for the cover challenge. Let's just get into it. So, the buzzword challenge, the word you need to find in the title, for May is make, or making, or made, something with the word make in it. And I'm assuming this counts. I'm counting it because one thing with this challenge is I'm specifically trying to pick books that are already on my physical TBR because I have so many books already there. And if I have nothing that even remotely fits, I'll obviously buy something. But for this, I picked the Unmaking of June Farrow by Adrienne Young. I feel like Unmaking counts for make. It has it in there, okay? It has making. So, I have no idea what this is about. My friend Emily bought me this book for, I believe, Christmas, and she loved this book, which is scary, because Emily and I do this thing where we like the other person to read the books that we love, and then the other person doesn't ever like them. So, I don't know why we keep doing this to each other, because not every book. We sometimes agree on romance, but anything outside of the romance genre, I feel like if she loves it, I hate it. If I love it, she thinks it's mediocre. So, I honestly have no idea what this is about. It's pretty short though, only like 340 pages. So this says, in the small mountain town of Jasper, North Carolina, June Farrow is waiting for fate to find her. The Farrow women are known for their thriving flower farm and for the mysterious curse that has plagued their family line. The whole town remembers the madness that led to Susanna Farrow's disappearance, leaving her daughter June to be raised by her grandmother and haunted by rumors. It has been a year since June started seeing and hearing things that aren't there. Faint wind chimes, a woman calling her name, and a mysterious door appearing out of nowhere. Signs of what June has already known is coming. But June is determined to end the curse once and for all, even if she must sacrifice the hope of love and family of her own. After her grandmother's death, June discovers a series of cryptic clues regarding her mother's disappearance, except these only lead to more questions. But could the door she once assumed was a hallucination be the answer she's been searching for? The next time it appears, June realizes that she can touch it and walk through the threshold. And when she does, she embarks on a journey that will not only change the past and the future, but also uncover the lingering mysteries of her small town and entangle her heart in an epic star-crossed love. So we will see. And then for the other one, the cover challenge was a frame or a border. And so I have this book, which I love this cover. It is called Colin Gets Promoted and Dooms the World. And this is by Mark Waddell. Never heard anybody talk about this, but I saw it at Half Price Books, and I was like, I love that cover. I'm going to put it on my wish list, and then my husband bought it for me for Christmas. What is it about? I'm guessing it's about someone named Colin, but obviously has a border and kind of like a frame. I think it looks kind of like a tarot card, honestly. Colin is a low-level employee at Dark Enterprises, a hell-like multinational corporation solving the world's most difficult problems in deeply questionable ways. After years of toiling away in a cubicle, he's ready to climb the corporate ladder and claim the power he never had. The only problem is he's pretty sure he's about to be terminated. That's tough because his BFF just set him up with a great guy. In fact, maybe he's a little too great. He asks a lot of questions. When Colin meets a shadowy figure promising him his heart's deepest desires in return for a small, unspecified favor, he can't resist the urge to fast track his goal fast track his goals. He asks for one thing that will improve his life, a promotion. But the small favor unleashes an ancient evil. People in New York are disappearing, and the world might be ending, and management is starting to notice. Getting to the top is never easy, and now it's up to Colin to save the world. It's the ultimate power move after all. This seems very, like, campy, so I'm excited to see how that goes. These are very odd book choices for me, but I'm interested to see where we end up. Let's get into it, baby. Never looked worse, but we are about halfway through the Unmaking of June Farrow. It's pronounced Farrow, that's what they said in the audio at least. No. Prior to reading this book and Addie LaRue, in my head they were like the same book, and honestly, that's not that far off from the reality. The vibes, just the vibes of them are very much the same. In this book, we have got our girl named June, and June has had a pretty difficult life. Her mother kind of was seen to be mentally ill and disappeared when she was a baby, and there is this like kind of curse on the women of the Farrow family. Like, each one has one daughter, and then they kind of lose their mind, and so on and so forth. She has, for the past year, started seeing this door, and she doesn't want to tell anybody because she thinks that she's starting to hallucinate and things are bad news bears. So now her grandma dies, and she can't really keep this secret that she's hiding for much longer, and I'm like, I don't want to say anything that's not in the back. Okay, so she gets like this letter that her grandmother had mailed to her before she died that is essentially like a picture of her mother, but the year is from like before her mother was alive. So she's very confused by it all. She kind of confides in somebody who has a letter from her grandmother and is kind of setting her on this path to learn the truth of her family's history and this curse that has embarked on their family. And when this door appears again, she realizes she can walk through it. And it's basically like, I recently did an alternate reality video. This book would have fit very well into it. And now she is in like 1950 something and trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. It is fine. I am very bored. I think it's quite boring. It feels very long. The fact that it's only 336 pages, but feels like 3 million pages is very devastating. I'm not having a fun time with this. I'm not really liking it. And I'm thinking it's probably going to be a 3 or a 2 star. I don't think it's going to really get anything higher than that. Probably a 2, honestly. Like, it's just really not working for me, and I'm very bored. My lights to fix my bookshelves are out for delivery, but we did finish this and I'm giving it 2 stars. It's just, this type of book is not for me, and I need to just accept that and stop trying to make it happen, because I'm just end up giving these books bad reviews and being annoyed about it. But I don't really want to give a ton more detail of what happens in the second half of this book, because the synopsis is extremely vague about what happens when June goes through this door and the secrets that she uncovers. I don't want to spoil any of these secrets for you, but just almost none of it worked for me. I found the whole thing to be really fucking boring. And yeah, it just overall is not for me. This whole video could be kind of a flop, because this book is not a book that I picked out. This was gifted to me by my friend Emily because she wanted me to read it because she loved it. And then this book I put on my TBR because I loved the cover. I still do love the cover. I'm hoping I at least give it a 3 so that I can keep it, because the cover is really beautiful. The cover of June Farrow is also really beautiful, but this is more my vibe. But we're gonna get into this next. I'm actually gonna listen to a different book before I get to this book, but this will be obviously the next book I read for this video, because there's only 2 books in it, and I'm hoping that this one goes a little bit differently, better for me. This is classified as fantasy, so I don't know really how I'm going to feel about it, because fantasy is like 70-30, 30% of the chance I like it, 70% I don't like it. But we will see how it goes, and I will keep you informed along the way. You guys, this book is so strange. I'm not like liking it, but I'm also not liking it. It's feeling like a 3, but okay, so I feel like this is a weird comparison to make, because the book I'm going to compare it to I gave 5 stars, but the feelings and the vibes of this book very much so give Horror Store by Grady Hendrix. Oh, you guys are gonna die. Okay, so like the goofiness of this book reminds me a lot of Horror Store by Grady Hendrix. I loved that book because I was buddy reading it with a friend, and it made the whole experience a really fun time, but also, like, I love a haunted house, so I loved that. But this is about this guy, Colin. He is this gay guy who is living, I don't really know where he's currently living. He's originally from Ohio. I feel like there's a hair on me, and I can't see it, and it's freaking me out. But we have Colin. He has, like, a best friend. She's setting him up on all these blind dates, but he's kind of been lying about his job for forever. He says he works at a bank, but really he works for this place called the Dark Enterprise, and it's like a hell-like corporation where there's these different levels and these different areas of the corporation that like you can work at, and like if you get fired you literally get killed and sent to hell. So one day this also is kind of giving The Devil She Knows vibes by Alexandria Bellafleur, this demon-y type person. The voice that the voice narrator is doing is so creepy. Comes in and is basically like asking him to essentially make a deal with the devil for whatever he wants, basically. And so he's getting this promotion that he's really wanted at his job, and things seem to be going well. He's got a date with this guy who's way out of his league that his friend set him up with. Things are going great, but now things just keep happening. People just keep dying. There's tons of like mysterious deaths where people will like for example, there was a car accident and like people died, but then like their body, like people were just missing. Like the cars didn't have anybody in them. People at his work are dying and going missing, and a bunch of people are just dying and going missing. And he thinks that it's because of this deal that he made to get this promotion and get everything that he wants, that he's kind of damned everybody. And he wants to keep this guy that he's seeing as well as his best friend safe, but he doesn't really know how to do that because everything is going to hell around him. Everything is just bad news. Like I said, people are dying, people are disappearing, and he has to pretend like he has no idea what's going on, because also if you tell anybody about your work at Dark Enterprises, you die. So he can't tell his friend or the guy that he's dating where he really works or what he thinks is going on. All has to remain a lie. Well, he's in this like mental spiral turmoil thinking that he has doomed the world. And that is essentially the way I would pitch Colin gets promoted and dooms the world. Honestly, the title basically says it all. The apocalypse will be an HR nightmare. And yes, we're literally like with him, like going to HR, talking about this promotion. He has to do these like trials to like get to like a more prestigious role, and like one of them is like they have this guy and he can like shock him, so he does it at like the lowest level. She's like, yeah, well, do you want to turn it up? And he's like, well, why would I do that? And she's like, well, he is like a Princeton grad, XYZ, he makes so much more money than you. And he's like, yeah, so. And then she pulls up like their Grindr conversation, and apparently Colin tried to like get with him on Grindr, and he was like, ew, you're ugly. And so then Colin gets really mad and puts it up to 10 and shocks this person to death, and he's doing all this questionable stuff. I don't know, it is so weird. This book is bizarre, but also it's entertaining. Like, I am entertained the whole time. I'm not sitting here like, wow, this is so boring. I'm sitting here like, what the fuck is going on? So I don't really know what to do with that. It is not feeling like a 4. Like when I think of other books that I've given a 4, I'm just like, was gonna try to find an example, but none of the books every book I've read this month has been a 3 or a 2. No, that's a lie. We have a 3, a 2, and a 5. I don't even know why I said that. I literally don't have a 4. Do I have a 4-star read nearby? Where's the 4-star read? What have I given 4 stars in my life? This book. Like, this feels like a 4-star read. This does not feel as good as this. But yeah, it's feeling, I guess, like a 3-star so far. But yeah, I don't know when else I would have gotten to it, so I am glad that this video is forcing me to read it. But it is a very strange one. Well, we finished it, and it proceeded to be very odd. There was a lot of blood. I don't really want to think about it because it's going to make me a little bit lightheaded because I am a squeamish girly. But overall, it was just bizarre. I really, like, my whole review on Goodreads is like, well, that was weird. Like, this book is so bizarre, but not, like, in a bad way. And I don't really want to give you anything else because I've kind of already given you everything on the back, but I did not expect this to have such, like, a deep romance plot between Colin and this guy. His name, Amira is his best friend, Lex, maybe? Amira is his best friend. Yeah, Lex. So I did not expect there to be such, like, a deep, like, relationship building, like a romance, as well as the friendship between him and Amira. I guess I just wasn't really expecting it to have that, but this whole plot of this book was actually wackadoodle. Actually wackadoodle, but I liked it well enough to keep on my bookshelves. A 3-star. I keep anything that's a 3-star or higher. I like view 3 stars as like a good read, like good, great, amazing, and then below would be fine, and a 1-star is terrible. But I would recommend a 3-star book, and I thought that this was fun. It was fun, and it was strange, and if you're looking for a strange, fun time about a guy who makes a deal with the devil and dooms the world, and everybody starts dying, then I would suggest this. So we have a good 3-star. Like, I'm happy that I gave this 3 stars. I was worried I was going to give it 1. So we have a happy 3-star and a non-shocking 2-star because I did not anticipate liking The Unmaking of June Farrow, so the fact that I did not like it is not shocking. So with that being said, we have completed another buzzword reading challenge with the word make, making, made, whatever. I decided that unmaking works, and with a border or a frame. And that is going to be all for me today, friends. If you made it to the end of this video, what can we even put to describe this book? Put a heart emoji down below, either a green heart or a red heart, depending on which book you are more interested in reading. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!